Hey guys, Mark here. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a pacifier holder in the Nautical theme. This is one of the simplest designs for a pacifier holder that you can make out of rope. Here is our project for today, a pacifier holder. On one end, we have a clip which attaches onto clothing. Then, we have a series of square knots, also referred to as cobra knots. On the other side, we have a lanyard knot which finishes two of the ends. And finally, a loop which is used to attach our holder onto the pacifier. So this is what we're going to make today. First off, let's take a look at the supplies. The first thing that you're going to need for this project is going to be rope. Now you have synthetic ropes and natural ropes to choose from. Synthetic ropes are usually more durable, water-resistant, and easier to find. Usually they are also a bit more affordable. Natural ropes are less durable, they are more authentic looking, they are not water-resistant unless you protect them, and they are probably a bit better for the health of the child. So they all have their advantages and disadvantages. In my opinion, natural ropes are going to give you more of a nautical look. For my pacifier holder, I'm going to be using some cotton cord. Now the diameter of my cord is about 1/8 of an inch, so about 3 millimeters. The length for my woven part is going to be about 9 inches. The clip is going to add about 1.5 inches more. So the total length of my holder is going to be about 10.5 inches. Now, the length of my cord that I'm going to need is going to be about 7 feet. So 7 feet for 9 inches of weaving. 7 feet is about 2.1 meters. Next, you're going to need a pacifier holder clip. These come in a variety of materials. For example, I like to use wooden ones. You can find clips like these in metal, plastic, and so on. Then you have various styles. Here I have more general ones. These clips here are more in the nautical theme. It is a good idea to check the quality of a clip before you use it, just to prevent the clip from breaking apart and posing a choking hazard. Next, you're going to need some duct tape so that you can secure the ends of your rope. This is going to prevent your ends from fraying or unraveling. And finally, a pair of scissors or a knife to cut your rope and duct tape with. With these supplies ready, we can finally begin. After cutting my rope, so 7 feet long, I'm going to take some duct tape and secure the two ends. After securing both ends of my cord, I'm going to fold it in half like this, then feed the folded cord through the clip. Like this. Pull out 9 inches, like this. So, from the top, where the bite is, to the clip we have 9 inches. Turn your cord like this, so that you have the clip at the top and the bite or loop at the bottom. Take your left end, pass it under the 2 middle strands and over the right strand. Then, using the right strand, we're going to pass over the top, so over and into the loop on the left side, like this. Tighten up. Then, we're going to start the next knot with our right cord, passing under the 2 middle cords and over the left one. Using our left end, we're going to pass over the top and into the loop on the right side. Again, tighten up. Then continue the same way as you did with the first knot. Take your left cord, pass under 2 at the middle and over the right end. Using your right end, pass over the top and into the loop on the left. Tighten up. Like this. Again, take the right end, pass under 2 and over the left end. Now, with the left end, pass over the top into the loop on the right. And again tighten up. You can probably see what we're doing here. We alternate using our left cord and right cord. So left cord, under 2, over 1, and the right cord, over the top and into the loop on the left side. Tighten up. Like this. Then use the right cord. Under 2, over the left cord, then the left cord goes over the top and into the loop on the right side. And tighten up. So this is all we're doing, alternating our cords. We're going to continue this process almost all the way to the top of our loop. We want an inch, maybe an inch and a half free so that we can attach the pacifier. So keep doing this for a while. At this point, I'm quite happy with the look of the holder. I have a clip, a series of knots, and a nice big loop at the top, which I can use to attach the pacifier. Now we need to finish the two ends. The best way would be to take the two ends and run them under the knots towards the top. For this you would need a lacing needle. It is easier to finish with some sort of a stopper knot. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you the two-stranded lanyard knot. It's not the hardest knot out there, but you need to pay attention to the details. To tie our finishing lanyard knot, I'm first going to clip my loop out of the way. This just makes things easier to see. Take your left end and use it to create a loop. Like this, a simple loop. Take the right end and fold it under the loop. So under the loop, facing up. Take the right end again and pass over this strand, so the left one coming out of the knot. Over, then under the left end. Like this. Finally weave through these three strands, over, under, over. And what we get is a Carrick bend. You can see a distinct diamond shape at the center. To finish up the Carrick bend into a lanyard knot, take the top right strand, pass over this top left strand coming out of the knots, so past it or over, then directly through the center of the Carrick bend, so through the diamond shape. Take the bottom left strand, pass over this strand, so the top right one coming out of the knots, past or over it, then immediately under and through the middle of the Carrick bend. Finally, unclip your loop and also place it into the lanyard knot. Like this. Now tighten up the lanyard knot a little bit by pulling on the two ends. Now the lanyard knot is still quite loose, so to tighten it up, I'm going to find one of the strands coming out of my knots, so out of my series of square knots. I'm going to pull on that strand and I'm going to remove the slack in this strand out of the knot. Like this. Then find the other strand coming into the lanyard knot, so out of my series of knots and into the lanyard knot, and again pull on this strand to remove the slack. Like this. The lanyard knot looks much better. Still, it's going to need a second round of tightening. Once you have tightened your lanyard knot as much as you can, trim the two ends. And with this, our project is complete. Sew a clip, a series of square knots or cobra knots, then a lanyard knot and a loop. Let's test it out. You take a pacifier, you feed the loop through it, and then you feed the clip through the loop. Like this. So, this is our holder. I'm also going to leave a link in the description where I show you how to make this style of a pacifier holder. This one is done similarly, but using snake knots. So, if you would like to also learn this pattern, see the description of this video. So guys, that's it for today. I really tried to make things as clear as I can, and I hope that I succeeded. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.